Hi there, this is Carrie from Snip to It. Today I'm going to show you how to make layered rainbow text in Cricut Design Space for a fun retro look. I'm turning this into a cake topper, but you could use this technique to make designs for cards, shirts, signs, or anything else where you want some colorful dimension. So let's jump in. First, choose a thick, retro-inspired script. If you want to stick with fonts available in Design Space, Canvas Regular or Analog Script are good choices. I'm using a font called Bratsy, which has those bold vintage vibes I love. Once you adjust your spacing and the text looks how you want it, select all the words and click Weld to turn them into one shape. I'm going to change the color to white so it's easier to see what's happening with my layers as I go. Now I'm going to duplicate my text, creating one copy for each color in my rainbow stack. For this particular rainbow look, I'm duplicating it 5 times for red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. One important thing to note is that we're not using the offset tool here. Offsets surround the shape on all sides, but we want these rainbow layers to step down behind the letters without expanding outward at the sides. And since this is a cardstock cake topper, each layer also needs to form a solid base for the one above it. I'm going to create that effect using multiple stacked layers of text. First, I need to arrange the layers so that I get the spacing between my stacked layers right. Start by selecting all your copies and use the Align, Center option to stack them perfectly. Then take the top copy and drag it down to where you want the final stacked layer to end. Now, select all the text again, go to Align, and choose Distribute Vertically. Follow that up with Center Horizontally, just to double-check your alignment. Now select all the layers and click Unite to combine them into one shape. This will be the bottom layer, so I'll change its color to blue. So now we're going to build the rest of the layers, starting from the largest bottom layer and working upward. First, duplicate the blue layer and change the color to green. Go to the Layers panel and open the Unite group for that green layer. Click the top layer within the group, which will be called Weld Result, and delete that top text from the group. I'm going to make each layer smaller by deleting one copy of the text. So now we're going to repeat this process for each color. Duplicate the green layer, turn it yellow, and delete the top layer from the Unite group. Duplicate the yellow layer, turn it orange, and delete that top layer. Duplicate the orange layer, turn it red, and delete the top layer. Finally, duplicate the red layer, turn it white, delete the top layer from that Unite group. Now you can see that I've got my original text layer back. And now we've got our full rainbow stack. Each layer nests neatly beneath the one above it. Now that all the layers are done, select everything and use Align, Top, and then Center Horizontally. Or, if you want to flip the orientation, align to the bottom instead. Both look great. At this point, you can resize your design however you like. And remember, you don't have to stick with rainbow colors. You could use different shades of the same color for an ombre effect instead. Want to try something a little different? If you want a different look for your text, all you have to do is change the alignment of your copies at the beginning, and the rest of the process will be the same. So let's make the rainbow layers skew to the bottom right instead of up and down. This time, after duplicating your text layers, center them all, then drag the top layer diagonally to where you want the final stacked layer to fall. Select all the copies, then go to Align, Distribute Horizontally, and then Distribute Vertically. Now unite all the layers and color the bottom one blue again. Duplicate the blue layer and turn it green, then delete the bottom layer of text instead of the top one like we did before. Then repeat the same process for the rest of the layers. Duplicate the layer, change the color, then delete the bottom text in the Unite group. Work your way through yellow, orange, red, and white, always deleting the bottom layer from each group. Then finish up by aligning everything to the bottom right. And boom! Another fun retro look. I can align this at the top left too, and it still looks good. You can change the orientation however you like, and once you get the hang of this, it's super easy to make these designs in just a few minutes. So now I have all the layers cut, and I've got some bamboo skewers and some pop dots to put my cake topper together. What I'm going to do is line up the cardstock layers the same way I align the layers in Design Space. So I'm going to assemble my cake topper by lining up all my layers at the top like this. I'm going to start with the blue base, then add each layer on top, building up from the bottom. You can just glue the layers together flat, and this is how that will end up looking. But I'm going to make my cake topper really dimensional by putting foam squares between all the layers. So I'll just start by putting my pop dots on the back of each of my pieces. Now that I've got the adhesive on each of the pieces, I'm ready to assemble the cake topper. Starting with the green layer, I'll be carefully lining up each piece at the top. Now this is harder to do when you're using pop dots or foam tape rather than just gluing the pieces flat, but I do like cake toppers to be nice and 3D. So there you have it. It's pretty easy to assemble these, and I'll just attach my sticks to the back. You can use either bamboo skewers or cake pop sticks, and just use some hot glue or even tape to attach them. I think this turned out looking pretty cool with some holographic cardstock for the top layer. Once you master this layered text technique, it's super quick and flexible. You can change the colors, the direction of the rainbow layers, or the type of font to suit any project. I hope this inspired you to try this fun retro design technique for your own projects. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more Cricut tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting!